Today on Hi Now, watermelon sorbet in just 5 minutes. We're sharing some fun recipes highlighting summer's favorite treat.
Then, calling all brunch fans, get your Eggs Benny fix at this Instagram-worthy spot.
Plus, serving up fresh, made-to-order chips. We're tasting the many flavors from Hawaiian Chip Company. This and more, right now on Hi Now.
Aloha and welcome to Hi Now Weekender. I'm Kanoe Gibson.
And I'm Kainoa Carlson. Welcome back, gang. And we're getting to the last couple of days of the summer, so we got to get the fruit intake up. So we're chefing up some watermelon today.
I love watermelon. Okay, today we're making a watermelon poke, aka a watermelon salad, and for dessert, some 5-minute watermelon sorbet.
It's all going down right here in the Hi Now kitchen,
It's refreshing.
Poke it first.
All right, so your watermelon takes the place of the fish. This is great for people who are vegan.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've got some red onion here that we're
just
gonna
like poke.
slice up. I know, right?
Crazy.
So you can kind of trick your friends, but of course you need to warn them, I guess, a little bit, because if you don't, they're gonna take a bite and be like, "What in the world did you just make me eat?" Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of red onion in there.
Onions going in.
All right. And then your mint, your fresh mint. See, mint always goes really well with watermelon. This is almost going to be like your ogo, your seaweed. Seaweed?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? Yeah. Okay.
So we're just subbing out ingredients with some other stuff.
Yes. And gives it
smells good.
Right?
Smells fresh.
A little bit of a refreshing.
Okay.
Look how pretty that is.
I like the color.
All right, and of course we got to throw in some
avos,
which always goes well.
Love the way you slice it too. You showed me the other week how to do that. It's handy.
Yes, you can do mangoes this way, but yes, your avocados. This makes life a little bit easier.
Beautiful.
So just scoop her out. I don't know if I want to put too much in there, but yeah.
Love
So
it.
some avocado and then a little bit of feta cheese.
Okay. Now we know poke is the appetizer. I've got the sorbet over here. So we're just gonna take frozen watermelon, go straight into the blender. This blender, my old nemesis, is back.
You love that blender.
We're gonna take some lime juice here. It's about a tablespoon. It's gonna give it some kick. All into the blender. Oh, I got it on my first try. That's how you know it's gonna be a good show. That's how you know it's gonna be a good show. All right, and we're blending.
Looks good.
Beautiful. So that's about kind of the texture that we're looking for. I like it a little bit chunky.
You like it a little bit chunky?
I like it a little bit chunky.
Okay, and I have topped off our poke with some black sesame seeds. Look at that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And I had a little bit of like a sesame dressing
I'm
that
not
I put
gonna
on
lie,
there.
the shine on that is so good. I wouldn't even know that it's watermelon.
I know.
Like that really does look like ahi.
Isn't that pretty?
Color's crazy. And then we have the sorbet over here, topped with a little bit of mint. And what I love too is so light.
This is how
Beautiful
it comes
looking.
out. Isn't that gorgeous? So there it is. It's so easy, and you can make these for your picnics.
Good way to get fruit in the body. We need fruit in the body.
Okay,
Get the immune system up.
I'm going to take a bite of this and see how it comes out.
Dessert first.
Okay, dessert first. Mmm. This is delicious.
You liking that? Okay, I'm going in. Sorbet is delicious. I love it.
Okay, I'm gonna try the sorbet now since it's my own spoon here.
Wow.
Nailed it.
That's amazing, Kanoe.
This is really refreshing.
That's
You
good
guys
stuff.
should check it out. We have these recipes up on our website, hinowdaily.com. Brunch fans, listen up. Egghead Cafe has easily become one of the top picks here on Oahu with its modern vibe and its Instagram-worthy food. Got it.
Egghead Cafe started on 2015, original location on Queen Street near Kaka'ako. We shut down for about a year and we reopened on January 2020. We have a lot of loyal customers. Once they know we reopened back on this location, everybody start coming back. But once March, unfortunately, we slowed down a bit. People are still getting comfortable to coming back and eat. Egghead is known for eggs. The Benedicts and omelets are always our top popular items. We have so many different flavor pancakes: strawberry, macadamia nut pancake, Hawaiian pancake made with ube. Most popular one is a tiramisu pancake.
What a macnut latte, please.
Also, the coffee is fresh roast locally weekly, so it always tastes so fresh, our coffee.
Thank you.
The gas is so important for us. First, without gas, we can't cook. It's so much more stable, steady. Things cook so much faster than electric. We might have cooking rice and then the microwave running at the same time. The breaker will trip. The gas will never have that happen. Always running, always running. We even have water heater using gas. Now always have water, never run out. Yeah, much more affordable than electric. The bill is so much cheaper. Everyone is struggling right now, but safety is most important for everyone, for the customer, and also our employees. They have to have masks before they enter. We ask COVID-19 health-related questions and also temperature check. We change all the dining ware to single-use disposal products, double sanitize the table every time customer leaves. Every 20 minutes, we have to wipe down all the doors and public areas. Our employees have to wear face masks at all times so they can have more protection on themselves. We have one side as dine-in and then another side for takeout and for cafe as a more casual service. Grab a cup of coffee and we have some fresh baked pastries. And now it's perfect with the COVID-19. We kind of separated all the takeout customer on one side and all the dine-in on one side. But now on the weekend, we also open up this side because we got limited seating, so kind of make up those seatings as well. We want to keep the aloha and emphasize aloha spirit to treat others well and always be friendly to our customers. So we always use this slogan, Let's Aloha. Mainly want people to just feel comfortable dining in, feel relaxed. That's what our goal is.
Brought to you by Hawaii Gas. Coming up, satisfy your snack cravings with these uniquely flavored chips.
We catch up with the owner of Hawaiian Chip Company when Hi Now returns.
Welcome back to Hi Now Weekender. You know, when it comes to snacking, there's nothing better than reaching for a bag of chips. And Hawaiian Chip Company makes their addicting snacks from locally grown Okinawan and orange sweet potatoes from the Big Island. I'm downstairs, but Kanoe's upstairs in the Hi Now kitchen with the company's owner, Jimmy Chan. She's gonna get a taste. Save me some, Kanoe, please.
Oh, okay, you got 3 minutes and then I'll bring you some downstairs, okay? We got Jimmy in the Hi Now kitchen. Hi.
Hi.
I am no stranger to your chips. I'm one of your biggest fans. Congratulations, 20 years in the business. And what do we got going on here?
Well, 20 years, it's been crazy. You know, we started making these purple Okinawan chips 20 years ago out of my college apartment. And we get the potatoes from the Big Island, North Shore, and we even got a pallet from Maui last year.
No kidding.
And then we've added taro in there, and then most recently we've added the orange sweet potato, which was grown on Molokai, and now we also get those from the Big Island.
Amazing. And how important is it for you to use local products?
It is so important. You know, and again, you know, we have had to supplement with products brought in from elsewhere, but you can just tell the freshness, the quality.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, and that's what this Seal of Quality program really gets across.
Exactly, and that's why the state was like, of course we're going to put our little stamp of approval on your products because they're grown here, Hawaii made, they're quality, and so if somebody wants the original taro chip, I mean, you are the place where they want to come get it. So where can we get these freshly made chips?
So you can get the chips packaged statewide in all the stores, and then. But for the freshly made chips that you just talked about,
nothing beats the freshly made ones.
Right off the production line. And you can come down to our store at 1928 Republican Street in Kalihi. And it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get an order together. But they come out hot and fresh in a paper bag like this. So you can get sweet potato.
Okay, yeah.
Or a mixed sweet potato and taro.
That's what I always get.
You can also get them in a box.
I always get the box, and you have an array of toppings that you can put on.
Yep.
You've got dips that you can order, which I always do.
Yep.
And even more recently, I'm noticing, what are these little iced teas you got going on?
So these are Island Brew iced tea. So Island Brew is a good friend from college, you know, and she and her business partner started up a tea company and coffee company, and and we sell their teas. So this is a pineapple iced tea,
Ooh.
and whenever possible, we use Maui Gold pineapple.
Oh,
so
the
that's frozen
sweetest.
Maui Gold pineapple. Yeah, and another seal of quality product.
I'm gonna try it. Oh my goodness, a good plantation iced tea. You can't beat it. Okay. With some Maui Gold pineapples. I really love that you're doing it. And of course, when we buy some of your products, it also benefits Holly's Fountain, your daughter Holly.
Yes, yes. Oh, thank you for mentioning
Yeah.
that. And yeah, so she has Rett syndrome, which is a really rare genetic disorder. But we do give a portion of our sales to funding Rett syndrome research. And last year, we were able to raise over $30,000.
Amazing, Jimmy. Thank you so much for coming in once again and for what you do. And if you want to find out how you can get the seal of quality on your products, we'll have it all up on HiNowDaily.com.
For those interested in taking their love of caring for their pets and turning it into a career, VCA Hawaii offers training programs for those passionate about the veterinarian field.
The friendly, professional staff here at VCA Family Animal Hospital is made up of caring pet lovers. As a team, they offer the best quality pet care so your family pet can live a long, healthy life. And for those interested in the field but lacking experience, VCA Hawaii offers training courses.
We do train if you have the right attitude and you enjoy that field. We will train. We have a good training program. The degree always helps. It's a plus, but it's not required. We have many positions open at all times. It's usually customer service representatives and technicians that we're looking for. We also have technician assistants, veterinarians, we have financial coordinators and referral coordinators as well. If you come in with no experience, we start with an introduction of the company, then we do our software, and by week 3 you're training on the floor, videos on the floor training back and forth for a few weeks. Because it is a hospital, it is a medical field. There is a lot to learn, but we will train. We have full and part-time openings at all times. Some of our clinics do close earlier, but the Pearl City location is open 24 hours, so we have shifts available for anybody's needs. And we do care about people's home life, their work-life balance, so we will work with them as much as we can as far as scheduling.
The veterinarians at VCA are a team of highly trained individuals dedicated to the health and well-being of your pets.
We do curbside service still. The hospitals do have a lot of employees and we're trying to keep them as safe as possible. They wear masks for their whole shift inside. We have crews that just disinfect the hospitals all day, and then we will go outside, get your pets, and bring them in, do the exam, and do the whole exam over the phone with you. For people that are interested in joining the VCA team, I would suggest going to the VCAHospitals.com website, and you can use the link to apply there, and it will show you all the job openings at all the hospitals on the island. When you help the clients, it's just a joy, it's a reward that they're satisfied with our service. We gave them exceptional experience and help them with their fur babies.
The staff here at VCA Family truly cares about you and your pet's well-being. So if you're an animal lover looking for a new career, VCA Hawaii may be the place for you.
Go to VCAHospitals.com. There's a link of all our job openings on the whole island, and they can apply there.
Still ahead, poo-poo and cocktail recipes just in time for mango season. See what we're whipping up in the kitchen.
Plus, Oahu's Heart Walk goes digital. Details on the new week-long event and how you can participate. Details after the break.
For the past 30 years, the Hawaii Food Bank has held its annual Food Drive Day to help feed families in need. This year, the event will take place virtually next Saturday on August 15th. So here to tell us about it is Beverly Santos from the Hawaii Food Bank. Thanks for coming in, Beverly.
Thanks for having me this morning. I'm good.
Of course. Now, tell us a little bit about Food Drive Day and why is it important to Hawaii?
Well, ensuring that there's enough food to feed our communities has always been an ongoing challenge for us at Hawaii Food Bank. So we're constantly thinking of creative and new ways to help match supply with demand. And that's how Food Drive Day was born. 30 years ago, we held our inaugural event at Restaurant Row, and the community humbly embraced our event, and it has grown into what Food Drive Day is now. And over the past 3 decades, it's united businesses and organizations all over Hawaii for one cause, and that's to help feed Hawaii's hungry. And it's important because it plays an integral role in helping us maintain the supply of food year-round, and it helps us prepare for emergencies like natural disasters and things like COVID-19.
Obviously, and so many people have had to kind of adjust the way they do things. How has the pandemic impacted you guys at the Hawaii Food Bank?
Well, we've had to make some adjustments and pivots, and because we're not seeing the same flow of food with donations, we've had to purchase a lot more. Our annual budget to purchase food is about $400,000, but this year alone, since March, we've spent about $4 million in purchasing food.
I see, and the virtual event taking place August 15th, what can people expect?
So we're excited to launch 3 new ways that people can still participate, and they can do that by participating in a virtual food drive. And that's kind of like when you're shopping online, you can pick food items that you can put in your cart and then donate to Hawaii Food Bank. You can advocate for us by tagging at Hawaii Food Bank and just letting your network know that we're there to support those in need, and we're there to help. And then lastly, you can make an online donation by going to hawaiifoodbank.org.
Fantastic, and how can the community get involved if they want to help?
They can just go to our website, hawaiifoodbank.org.
Okay, fantastic. And real quick, what are some of the examples that the community has supported Hawaii Food Bank, given everything that's going on?
Wow, it's been incredible. I mean, the example after example, the community has stepped up. One example, City Mill did a Spare Up program where their customers can donate and round up as their change, and they were able to collect over $75,000 for Hawaii Food Bank. Max Holloway, after a very controversial split decision, instead of dwelling on that, shifted the focus back to hunger in Hawaii and auctioned off his fight gear from the fight, donated all the proceeds to Hawaii Food Bank. UH, every year they donate to us, and they beat their fundraising record, even though there was a stay-at-home order, and was able to donate about $50,000 to Hawaii Food Bank. So from individuals to organizations, it's proof that one person can make a difference, and a little bit goes a long way.
That's right, and we hope that more people can make a difference. Tune in August 15th. We'll have this whole segment up on HiNowDaily.com.
One of my favorite parts about summer is the fact that it is mango season.
Ooh, I love mangoes.
I do too.
Who does not love mangoes?
And who doesn't love poo-poos and cocktails too, right?
Mangoes, poo-poos, cocktails, it's a perfect blend.
Yeah, so we're doing both of those today. We're making a mango salsa and
a mango mojito.
Oh, okay, so basically like your typical pico de gallo salsa is usually tomato, onion, jalapeno, cilantro with some lime juice, right? So we're basically gonna replace the tomato with the mango today. Finally chop up some red bell pepper.
With the knife, you're a maestro.
We actually had to ask a friend for some of our mangoes here, right? Thanks to Ian for giving these to us. So some red onion here.
Okay.
Do you like heat?
I like a little bit of heat, and I love me some jalapeno, that's for sure.
I do too. So I sometimes leave a little bit of the seed. I'm gonna cut most of it out because the seeds are where the heat is. Some cilantro. So you always want to have a really nice ripe mango. Do you know how to cut mango?
I don't.
Okay, well, one of the tricks is that you can actually, kind of like an avocado, you can actually pre-slice it like this, the spoon, and scoop it out, kind of like avocados.
That's a good way to do it.
And I mean, you can kind of just eyeball it to how you prefer the taste. You gotta go by feel. Some fresh squeezed lime juice.
And you know what goes good with mango salsa?
What?
Mango mojito. So I'm gonna start chefing that up over here. Down at the bottom, we've got some good mint in here with some ice. So this is all gonna go into the shaker. We've got simple syrup going in, some lime juice.
Freshly squeezed.
And then of course a little bit of
rum. Light
little bit of rum.
Mojitos, you typically want to do a light rum because you'll kind of muddy the flavor if you do a dark rum.
All right, into the shaker.
So then on the bottom of our cups, we're gonna put some mango puree.
Yes.
Which we did that by hand.
Yes,
so you could also put it into a food processor or a blender to make yourself some puree.
Man, this mango is so fresh. It smells amazing.
We just top it off with some club soda.
I've learned to do so many great things on this show. This being one of my favorites so far.
Eat and drink. All right, here's your lime garnish.
All right.
Woo!
Cheers. Mango mojito.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Whoa!
That's tasty. That is dangerous.
I would say
man,
that to date,
dangerous.
this is the best drink we have made on this show yet.
I would have to agree.
So we nailed the cocktail. Now we must try the mango salsa. It's
Ladies
a little bit
first.
of a sweet, salty flavor, I guess.
Yeah, great balance of flavors going on in here.
I actually like my salsa this texture. Sometimes, you know, it gets a little water, it gets a little soupy when it's kind of dripping off the chip.
You're
This
a
is great.
chunky kind of fella.
I'm a chunky kind of, I am a chunky fella.
So there it is, what you can do with those mangoes. We are nearing the end of the season, so make sure you get them. Check out this recipe on HiNowDaily.com. Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers. Woo. Earlier, we heard about the Hawaii Food Bank's critical mission to feed Hawaii's families during these challenging times.
That's right, and due to the pandemic, many fundraising events have had to go virtual this year. The American Heart Association is also one that's embracing the new normal, and it's moving its iconic Oahu walk online.
I can't wait for this. We spoke with Dr. Michael Louie about the change and how you can help.
So Oahu Heart Walk occurs every year. We invite members of the community to walk, and we usually do this obviously outdoors in a large group setting, and it's very supportive and interactive. But obviously because the pandemic with COVID-19, American Heart Association this year had to change everything. But luckily we're actually able to do this online now. So they're actually calling this American Heart Association digital experience. It actually runs from August the 8th all the way through August the 14th, a week-long event. There's daily activities that people can do for adults, for keiki, that you can actually do at the safety of your home. It's a great new event that we're trying this year, and I think it's going to be a great success. So one of the cool challenges is actually walking 4.5 miles during the whole week, or about 9,000 steps, and you can actually take a picture of your progress, send it to Facebook, and they can actually give you like a badge for your Facebook page to say that you completed the challenge. There's other activities such as doing hands-only CPR. They'll teach you how to do that. And there's going to be live cooking classes, so you can learn about different recipes and healthy eating. And even more importantly, because of all the stress that we're dealing with right now because of COVID, they're going to teach even ways to reduce your stress using humor, and they're going to have the help of our local expert, Frank DeLima is going to be there. So it's actually a great opportunity to get to see him and to learn all these different things for healthy living. It's fun basically for the whole family. The whole purpose of the Heart Walk is really to help fundraise. Because American Heart Association is a nonprofit organization right now, because our local chapter in Hawaii is part of the bigger organization, you know, we're not receiving the government relief funds that smaller nonprofits are receiving. So our local division here really needs these fundraisers to help kind of support the community and really provide, again, life-saving educational materials to the community. Also for raising awareness for stroke, heart disease, and providing funds for research so that hopefully we can one day find better treatments and maybe even a cure for these diseases. So I want to thank our lead sponsors for the 2020 Oahu Heart Walk, Kaleloa Partners, First Insurance Company of Hawaii, Hawaii Pacific Health, and Hawaii News Now for serving as the event's media sponsors. To register, they can go to oahuheartwalk.org, and they can go online, and they can register themselves and their whole family. During the event, everyone's encouraged to post pictures, videos, hashtag HIHeartWalk, and connect with other participants on the American Heart Association Facebook event page as well.
Up next, freshening up Hawaii schools for fall. See how Hawaiian Airlines is lending a hand.
Plus, learning through play. Get a closer look at virtual STEM classes from tinkeringdo Academy when Hi Now returns.
In an effort to prepare for the new school year and freshen up campuses, Hawaiian Airlines volunteers are partnering with Hawaii Public Schools in the Kokua Our Schools program. Here to tell us more is Debbie Nakane-Lua Richards. Thank you for coming in. Aloha, Debbie. How are you?
Aloha, Kainoa. I'm well, thank you.
Tell us about the Kokua Our Schools project.
Well, it was a project that we started with our colleagues at the DOE. And you know, we really wanted to find a way to engage with them. It's been an interesting school year, so we thought, what better way than to partner with them and our longtime partners, City Mill and Powwow Hawaii, and even some new artists to get together.
And what are some of the jobs that employees were tasked with doing?
It turned out to be a lot of hard work. We did a lot of landscaping, we did a lot of cleaning up in the schoolroom itself, cleaning their devices. You know, when students went to online learning, it was actually the first time that a lot of those computers left the school. So when they started coming back, there was a lot of work to be done. We did painting, we prepared walls for mural installation, and some of the interesting things have been being able to paint distance markers for kids. So we've kind of painted this distance markers to really engage them in really becoming aware, what is 6 feet?
Talk about the response from the employees who are involved in the project.
So there are 6 schools that we started with, from Oahu to Kauai and to Maui. And we've done Ka'elepulu, Haleiwa. We've even gone to Kauai to Waimea Canyon Elementary School, as well as Maunawili and Kailua. So just really small school, large schools, and it's been a real experience, you know, for ourselves and our employees. So it's been our privilege actually to see these schools from the inside.
What should schools do if they're interested in participating in the program?
To please contact the Hawaii DOE Community Engagement Branch.
Why was it important for Hawaiian Airlines to do this?
These are, again, unprecedented times. So some of the employees that came to join us were actually alumni of these elementary schools. And really watching them take their kids with them to say, this is where I went to school and we are here today to kokua back, is really bring balance to kind of the world we live in today.
Mahalo, Debbie, for coming in, and mahalo to Hawaiian Airlines for all that you folks are doing. We'll have this whole segment up on HiNowDaily.com.
As the new academic year approaches, many are wondering how students will fare with remote learning.
But this summer, Waipahu High School's early college summer program proved that remote learning is possible.
The early college program is an opportunity for students, high school students, to just take early college courses, which is courses partnership with Leeward Community College and UH West Oahu, or even more community colleges around the state, to take college credits while still in high school.
So we want to provide them opportunities such as gaining college credits for free at no cost to them. Other than that, they get to actually earn their college degree before they graduate their high school degree. So we have the pathway we call Olympian, Early College Olympians, which is basically a group of students who are interested in taking numerous college credits in order for them to graduate with their degree before they graduate high school. I was actually one of the first students that graduated with their AA degree in liberal arts back in 2018. So I actually graduated with my college degree 2 weeks before I graduated from high school, which is an amazing opportunity for students to take on. It's also helping families because with the financial debt, lessen the financial burden in families. And I can attest to that because I save about $20,000 worth of money just going to get my AA degree. We have about projected 25 students that will graduate with their college degree next year. The early college program also allows them to gain knowledge, skills, experiences, and relationships that will be essential with them to carry on when they go to college.
The early college program is funded by the McInerney Foundation. Mark Silliman is a great founder of this early college program with Waipahu High School. So we each year request money from the McInerney Foundation, and they fund our classes and the books for the students. And as early college, our goal is to just end poverty, the poverty lifestyle for our students. And then this will also give them a better opportunity for jobs. Our early college program this summer is partnership with AmeriCorps, and we hired 24, they're called Vista tutors, that actually go into class with the students and take the classes kind of with them step by step, and then we host our own study halls throughout the day. With this whole COVID adaptation, with this new learning environment, everything is virtual and online. With this virtual environment, to have professional development days, it was very beneficial.
The students are actually excelling very well in their classes, and that just proves how if we just get the resources and the tools and support that we give students, then I believe that they can get through their classes, and despite this virtual learning environment.
The tinkeringdo Academy has been offering hands-on enrichment classes for early learners since 2015. Classes are currently available for preschoolers through 5th grade and allow Keiki the chance to learn about building robots and even how to code their own animations and games.
Well, tinkeringdo Academy is part of High Fusion ED, and High Fusion ED has been offering STEM activities for Hawaii's youth since 2002. But we noticed that there was a real lack in experiences for the early learners in robotics and coding. So we wanted to fill that gap. So we formed tinkeringdo Academy in 2015. As a mother of a preschooler at the time and an electrical engineer myself, I was really interested in having this model where we have trained teachers go into different schools around the island, and we offer enrichment classes for preschoolers through 1st graders in person, where kids learn through play. So we have tech toys, and kids play and explore in a guided way with their teachers. And they have so much fun, they don't even realize that they're learning, but they are. And that's really the best and most natural way for kids, especially at this age, to learn and to develop new skills like this. Research has also shown that the guided play approach that we use promotes confidence and independence and increases students' affinity to learning and their school readiness, which are all very important. So we are totally dedicated to this learn through play model, but then the pandemic hit. We didn't want kids to miss out on an opportunity to learn even though they're at home. So we pivoted a little and we adapted. We worked on creating these virtual classes where the kids can still learn through the same model, where they're playing, they're having fun, but they're still learning coding and robotics. We have robotics kits and coding tools and activities that kids can do with things just around their house. So in the fall, we're having classes. It's going to be our 3rd session, and we've taken this time to really learn and adapt and get feedback from earlier sessions that we've done, so that kids are at home, but they're still playing, they're still having a lot of fun in a virtual environment. We have a variety of topics and different times, including after schools and Saturdays, where we're offering these classes. This coming fall semester, parents are having to make really tough choices about what they're going to do with their kids and what kind of schooling they're going to do. We just want them to know that we're here for you. We're here to help. We have classes where we're really focused on teaching kids 21st century skills, really important skills for today's world, today's job force, but the kids are also having fun and they're interacting with other kids and they're safe. We have a Facebook page, so it's facebook.com/tinkeringdo. And they can also contact me directly through email, Erin@highfusioned.org.
Brought to you by High Fusion ED. Still ahead, staying proactive during hurricane season.
How American Savings Bank can help you set up your own emergency fund ahead of severe weather. Details after the break.
Welcome back to High Now Weekender. It's time for another edition of Checkout and Takeout.
I love it. That's right. With Checkout and Takeout on HawaiiNewsNow.com, you can always find out which restaurants and businesses are open in your community. So first, can we just talk about this adorable little bento box from Allison Izu?
There's so much going on.
Since the Made in Hawaii Festival will not be taking place in person this year, she wanted to find a way to support lots of local brands.
Very
and with
cool.
this, you can do it with an all-in-one bento. Now inside, there's everything you love about the festival. The mini bento is $45. Includes snacks from Hawaiian Chip Company and Diamond Head Bakery, a sampler box from T-Chest Hawaii, and Tatsuo's lemon peel gummy bears. Yum.
Love those.
There's also hand sanitizer spray and a recycled canvas bag from Allison Izu, and this makes for a great gift to send to friends and family on the mainland. And there's also a kombucha bento for $95.
Okay.
That includes everything in the mini bento plus an Allison Izu style.
Love it.
That's an Allison Izu piece for only $50. Talk about a deal.
That's a great deal. Now up next, some delicious offerings from Kiora in Waikiki. This restaurant strives to create soul-warming meals with handmade pasta. They've got house butchered meats, local fish, and produce.
Yeah.
You can join them Wednesday through Sunday from 5:30 to 9 p.m. for dine-in still, or takeout. They also just recently launched a line of delicious Italian selections you can buy and cook at home. So many different places doing that. That includes fresh pasta noodles, handcrafted sauces, you've got dips, even salsa verde, as well as fresh pasta meal kits for the family. So to order, make sure you call Kiora directly or order online at KioraWaikiki.com.
And finally, a look at La Vie by G. Lion, inspired by the culinary influence in French cuisine. The open-air dining room and amazing views out to the Pacific Ocean provide beautiful ambiance, and dine in to enjoy the full menu along with their curate your own 3-course for $79 per guest. These courses are complemented by unique and daring chef selections.
I love when the menu's like that.
Yeah, or take out a la carte options from their standard dinner menu to enjoy in the comfort of your own home. La Vie is open Wednesday through Sunday from 5:30 to 9. To order, call the restaurant directly or order online at laviewaikiki.com. One hurricane may have passed us by. It's important to keep our preparations in place, and this also includes your finances. Today, we're getting some additional tips from Cliff Kaneshiro, VP and Branch Manager at American Savings Bank.
There are 2 types of natural disasters living in Hawaii that we face, which are hurricanes and tsunamis. Hurricane Douglas is now past us. However, we're still in hurricane season up until November 30th. Being proactive is key in being prepared. We have a few go-to tips to keep you, your family, and your finances safe during these times. From stocking up on supplies, to accessing your bank accounts, keeping your records and belongings safe, and creating an emergency fund account. The Hawaii State Emergency Management Agency recommends keeping a supply for you and your family to sustain for at least 2 weeks. These items would include water, non-perishable foods, medication, flashlights, batteries, clothes, amongst other essentials. Just as important is making sure you have access to your logins for your bank accounts in case you need them. So something you can do quickly and easily today is set up an emergency fund. It'll give you peace of mind during an emergency to prepare for the unexpected. You can open up a savings account and have a certain amount transferred automatically into this emergency fund account. Make your own deposits, or you can transfer your own amounts, or again, set up something automatically that goes right into your emergency fund. You can easily do this at any one of our branches, or you can visit our website, use our Make an Appointment tool, and do a virtual appointment from the convenience of your own home. Something that's overlooked is keeping your important documents safe. And these items include birth certificate, social security cards, insurance records, and keeping them in a floor or fireproof safe properly stowed is a good way to do that. We also recommend keeping an updated emergency contact list. That could include family members, attorneys or lawyers, financial institution, your mortgage company, insurance agent, in case services are cut off and you need them. There are times where, for the safety of our employees and our customers, our banks may close, and there are other ways to access your account. We have an online banking through our website, our mobile banking app, which you can view your account balances, make deposits, do transfers, pay your bills. If you need more information, visit our website at asbhawaii.com.
Brought to you by American Savings Bank. Coming up next, we've got Chef Ronnie from Tiki's Grill and Bar in the kitchen.
See the dish he's cooking up perfect for al fresco dining. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to High Now Weekender. For all you bookworms out there, tomorrow is National Book Lovers Day, and if you didn't know, our own Kanoi Gibson, my partner in crime, she's the definition of a bookworm. In fact, she's here to tell us about a couple of her favorites.
That's right, and I have read a lot of books this summer. Since the start of the pandemic, about 30 books. And I really wanted to get away from the mindless chatter of Facebook, and reading has forced me to actually slow my mind down, and it's brought a lot of joy to my life, and I probably have about 10 favorite books, but here are 3 that I felt were noteworthy today. First up, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I'm a little late to the party with this one. It was released in 2018 and quickly became a New York Times bestseller, and to this day, still in the top 10 on Amazon. It's set in the late 60s in the marshlands of North Carolina, and the main character is known as the Marsh Girl, a young girl who is often abandoned by her abusive father to survive on her own. And because she's reclusive, no one really knows who she is, so when the local high school football star turns up dead, all eyes turn to her. It's a beautiful story that is eloquently written about survival, grief, loss, hope, prejudice, and love, of course, and it gives you all the feels. It's just one of those books that grips your heart and stays with you for a long time. And I even put a library dust jacket on it to preserve it. That's how much I love it. Yeah. Next up, Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one is a page turner. It's set in both the 1950s and modern day. Tells the life, a story of Hollywood starlet Evelyn Hugo. She was an icon in her day, almost Marilyn Monroe-esque. And because she's lived a very reclusive life, no one ever really got the ins on her very scandalous and glamorous life. And in her dying days, she decides to give one interview to an unknown magazine reporter. And this is where you get to hear about her heartbreaking yet beautiful love stories that keep you captivated. And the best part, how her life actually intertwines with the reporter. So you gotta read it to find out. And last but not least, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This is a young adult fiction, a first for me. It's about a 16-year-old African-American girl who lives in a poor black neighborhood but attends a mostly white prep school in the suburbs. Now, it's so poignant for today. The story almost runs parallel with what's going on in the world. It really opens your mind and heart to the racial injustices the black community faces and immerses you into a world that we typically aren't exposed to here in Hawaii, but it's still very real. It's a movie on Netflix, but the book is better. So if you want more of my reviews, you can follow me on my Bookstagram at Reader in Paradise, dedicated just to books. I post my reviews, connect with fellow bibliophiles. So slow your mind down this weekend, put down your phone, pick up a book, find the joy in reading.
Hey guys, summertime means summer grind. So today we're here with the executive chef of Tiki's Grill and Bar, Ronnie Nazzuti, to talk about al fresco dining. How are you, chef?
Good, how are you?
Good, good, good. So al fresco, what is it? What is that about?
Dining outside in the summertime is what it means to me. You've been to Tiki's. Tiki's is all about outdoor dining. I've always had live entertainment overlooking the beach in Waikiki. It's beautiful. Okay, we're making a local grilled fish. It has a grilled pineapple pepper relish and a pepper vinaigrette. For indoor cooking, gas is awesome, I think. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut up some of these ingredients: pineapple, bell peppers. We think this is a Fresno pepper.
I love me a little bit of heat though. It's summer.
I'm gonna start by cutting all this up. Red here for color.
Where'd you learn to cook?
I took culinary arts for 4 years in high school in Massachusetts. We had a restaurant in our school. And then I apprenticed at the Coffee Plaza Hotel in Boston after that. It was sponsored by the Madame Escoffier Society, which has a local chapter here as well. I think some people are intimidated about how to cut pineapple at home. So I'm gonna take the top and the bottom off and get 2 flat surfaces so it's safe to cut. We'll fire up the grill, case of olive oil, salt and pepper. We're cooking with gas here. The instant gratification is being able to turn on a grill inside your house. Okay, now the sauce. This is very simple. This is something I learned years ago. So these are fire roasted red bell peppers. That's like my sauce base. There's some of that sweet chili sauce. I'm gonna add some of that to it. And this is rice vinegar. And then this is a little paprika. Well, and then the magic ingredient is fish sauce. Oh no, the consistency is perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll let all this stuff rest over here. Local fish, Opa, one of my personal favorite fishes.
Fishes always keep it simple, right?
Keep it simple. Salt, pepper, little olive oil. We're doing high temp gas cooking. We're doing that deliberately to seal this piece of fish so the water stays inside of it. Opa's fatty and moist. That's why we're, it's the ideal grilling fish, Opa. It's fantastic for grilling. Mango peach tea bag. The tea, it's like I'm adding a spice that's highly aromatic. It's another layer of flavor. Stack this all up family style like this. Beautiful Opa. Ooh. Pineapple relish. Fresh cilantro.
Beautiful.
Al fresco.
Fresh.
Eat it outside.
I love the vinaigrette too. Vinaigrette is tasty. Ton of flavor from the fruit. Dynamite, chef. Now, if you want to get your hands on this recipe,
Head over to HiNowDaily.com.
Brought to you by Hawaii Gas.
Coming up next, meet one of Hawaii's most talented Kyotaku artists.
We'll get a look at the passion and heart behind his beautiful work. Don't go anywhere.
Kyotaku is the Japanese art form. The definition means fish rubbing or fish print. That was used primarily in the early 1800s to record your fish size, location, and just the general shape of it. They really didn't refine the technique back in those days. And it kind of disappeared for a while since photography came out in the 1900s. It slowly started coming back more as artwork. It came to Hawaii. They wanted to change it up by adding a little bit of color to it, which gave it more character, made it more realistic, and just kind of completed that whole art definition. I just initially thought at the time it was just like this rudimentary fish drawing. And once I realized it was a fish print, having that artistic background, I really wanted to give it a go. Early on in my career, I would go out with my friends spearfishing, and we'd be limited to just reef fish, predominantly. And I sourced some of my fishermen friends in my small jiu-jitsu circle and loaned me the fish like marlins and mahi-mahis, and every subject I printed I learned a little bit more. However, recently I've been exploring different subjects like inoshishitaku, which is like a pig print, which one of my friends on Kauai caught recently, and toritaku, a bird print, like a wild chicken. It's like slowly evolving for me. I want to try and do as many subjects. My artwork is primarily on Oahu at the majority of all the Pictures Plus locations, and I also host workshops with Pictures Plus, teaching people the art of Kyotaku. You can also see some of my artwork in Haleiwa at Wise Gallery in Old Haleiwa Town. Kyotaku to me is not only just an art, but there's a huge story behind it. The place, the people involved, and what it took to attain this piece of art. And I feel like the native Hawaiians would always pay homage and respect in the right way to harvesting your fish, ensuring that the future generations would receive. Art, I feel like that's the epitome of respect to the fish, because it's not just another fish in the cooler that's sold at an auction block. That entire fish has been preserved and given the utmost respect by being displayed as a centerpiece in a house. And then ultimately the consumption, that brings the most smiles to people's faces. I feel like that's what the ancient Hawaiians would do, that they would gather and share the food and just talk story, and it kind of brings back like that whole feeling of just togetherness when you're eating.
Amazing work once again, Des.
Always.
Hey, mahalo for watching Hi Now. Remember, you can catch any of our segments again on HiNowDaily.com.
And be sure to follow us at Hi Now Daily on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube as well. Make sure to click that subscribe button. Now, next week, we get some home remodeling inspiration. You can see how to transform your backyard into an oasis.
Then Kainoa's checking out Kaimuki's hottest ramen spot. Get a closer look at its specialty bowls. We'll see you guys on Monday morning. Bye now.
Aloha.